all of these are manifesting at the same time, and she goes from one to another unpredictably. This drives Krishna completely nuts. He's like, I can't wait to get a hold of this. He's like, give me more. This is like candy for Krishna. This is, you want to know how to attract Krishna? I'm telling you the secret. Huh? You have to attain this state of bhava where there are like multiple ecstatic moods happening simultaneously. Confirmed? And the different ecstatic manifestations of Radharani were mirrored in the personality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And within the space of a few minutes or even moments, he would go from being ecstatically excited and happy to being completely dejected and devastated. And he would manifest physical symptoms like rolling on the ground, and all of his limbs would become dislocated. And he would be like, like that. And then his legs and arms would stretch out very long, like they were almost, all the bones were like dissociated. And then all of a sudden he would pull them back together and jump up in the air, and then twirl around and land, and then run here and there laughing like a madman. You just never knew what he was going to do next. He was completely unpredictable, just like Radha. He was in the same mood as Radha. And one minute he was like, I am the Lord! And then he would get in the Nrsimha mood, and he would, I'm going to kill the atheists! And he would run after them, and then he would fall on the ground, and then he would start to cry. Oh, Krishna, where's my Krishna? It's like, yeah. It's just one thing after another like this, for hours at a stretch. And and all the devotees would just be like, they want to help, but they're like bewildered, because it's like they just get into, they just catch up with where he's at, and then he's somewhere else, and then just read Caitanya-caritāmṛta, huh? It seems like I'm joking, or exaggerating, but I'm not, huh? If you were to read these things, if we were to act out these things as plays, you would say, well, these guys are really, they must be smoking something good, but that Chilean, huh? Yeah, it's a Chilean cactus they're smoking. That's it. But this is all there right in the scriptures. I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, it's all right there. You can read it. Who else, what other guru can you find is talking about this stuff? Who else is explaining this stuff? And who else is giving the inside structural design of it so that you can understand it? You see? The ecstatic symptoms are called sattvika bhavas, right? And the impetus or attraction for ecstatic love is Krishna's different qualities. So different qualities give rise to different flavors of ecstatic love, different moods of ecstatic love. And those, in turn, produce different symptoms of ecstatic love. So when Krishna manifests several of his exalted transcendental qualities simultaneously, then the devotee is like, well, they go into mahabhava. See, it's like their intelligence becomes overwhelmed by all these manifestations of Krishna's beauty all at once. It's like too much. It's too much for their little jiva soul, and they just go. They lose control of themselves, and they're going into all these ecstatic manifestations. And Krishna thinks this is great fun. This is Krishna's favorite game. Try to understand Krishna. Krishna, all he has to do is love. He doesn't have anything else to do. He just loves. That's all he does. The spiritual world is nothing but love. Different flavors of love, different pastimes of love. Eternally. That's all Krishna does. He engages in pastimes of love with his devotees. See? So this is what you should want. This is what you should desire. This is what you should work towards. This is what you should ask for. This is what you should develop by your practice of devotional service, this Mahabhava. Because this will attract Krishna. It's a kind of madness. You have to go beyond the mind. You have to go beyond your ability to control the situation. This is very, very attractive to Krishna. Krishna finds it irresistible. We have to become servants of Radharani. What does it mean to be servant of Radharani? Does it mean you put on some mascara and eyeliner and a sari and no? Duh. That's what the Sahajiyas do. But what the real Rupanugas do is that they put on Radha's moods. They put on Radha's level of intensity of devotional service. You see? And that is what attracts Krishna. We can go so deep into this ocean of devotion. This nectar of devotion, the real name is Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu. Sindhu means ocean. It's an ocean of bhakti. Bhakti means devotional service, spiritual love. And rasa means the particular flavor, the particular enjoyable essence of that love. And amrita means immortal or nectar. So the ocean of the immortal nectar of the flavors of devotional service, this is what we're studying. Nectar of devotion. Prabhupada simplified it a little bit for Western taste. But the real meaning, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is it's an ocean. It's an ocean with vast waves and winds and storms and currents and big fish and, sharks, whales. Try to understand. So the whales in the ocean of devotion are the great souls who can navigate this wonderful, unlimited ocean of ecstatic waves, waves upon waves of ecstasy. Sometimes multiple waves coming at once, and all unpredictable and like totally mad. Try to understand. This is not ordinary knowledge. This is not ordinary spiritual teaching. It's not even ordinary Krishna consciousness teaching. This is like way beyond any of that stuff. That's why we consider it so attractive. We consider this like the pinnacle, the ultimate, the highest. You can't find any science that's greater than this. You can't find any knowledge that's better than this. And if you want something less from devotional service, well, you can get that. That's all right. Take it and go. Leave us alone. We're just madmen sitting out here in the mountains with the fire blazing and the computers whirring away and talking to all these people over the internet. What a thing. How could this exist if it wasn't for Krishna's potency? How could this even exist? Who would bother to even look at this show or tune in or find it or anything? If it wasn't for Krishna, if Krishna didn't think that this was a good idea, would anybody be watching? Would anybody pay any attention to this? Come on, this is completely nuts. So what we're doing is we're simply exposing a deeper layer of this teaching of bhakti than is commonly understood among the devotees in the West. In the English language, very few people understand this. Even in India, very, very few people understand this. They're mostly on the level of Vaidhi Bhakti. You practice all these rules and regulations and you go to Vaikuntha. That's nice. Okay, next. You want to go to Vaikuntha? I'll teach you all those rules and regulations, no problem. But that's not what we're really doing here. What we're really doing is we're going beyond the process of rules-based devotional service. And we're going to the level of ecstatic love, ecstatic devotional service,